Today we're taking a look at these NHL matches, which are happening on Saturday, May 20th, 2023, and giving you our team and total picks for today. Welcome back to High Stakes. Before we dive into our video, don't forget to subscribe and to push the notification bell so you don't miss any of our videos. Also check out our Patreon if you want access to our premium picks. Our Patreon is a way for us to help you improve your chances of making more money. You will find the link to our Patreon in the description and comments section below. Cleveland Guardians vs New York Mets. The Guardians will have Tanner Bybee on the mound in this one. Bybee was outstanding in his latest outing, limiting a potent Angels lineup to 1 run and struck out 7 in 7.2 innings, resulting in a no decision in a game the Halos won. The rookie right-hander has been solid in all but one start, where he allowed 4 runs against the Tigers and stands at 1-1 with a solid 3.02 ERA and a 1.03 WHIP in 22.1 innings pitched on the season. Cleveland has been inconsistent. They have lost 2 out of their last 3 series. They won 2 of 3 home bouts against the Angels last weekend, followed by 2 defeats in 3 meetings against the White Sox this week. The offense has been an issue, ranking near the bottom in many categories, while the pitching has been among the best. They only managed 8 runs in 3 meetings against the White Sox and avoided the sweep with a win on Thursday. The New York Mets have yet to play to their potential this season and have only earned 1 series win all month. The Cleveland Guardians have the exciting rookie Tanner Bybee on the mound. He has limited his opponent to 2 or fewer runs in 3 of his 4 performances on the season. This includes outings against strong lineups in the Yankees and Angels. Furthermore, Mets starter Max Scherzer hasn't been at his best yet this season. The veteran ace squandered 6 runs against the Tigers 2 starts ago, and his numbers aren't encouraging. He squandered 6 home runs in 6 starts. Scherzer has recorded a 5.65 FIP, which is even higher than his ERA, which suggests his 4.88 ERA is more than justified. Our team pick is Cleveland Guardians plus 1.5 runs. Max Scherzer will take the mound on Saturday. Scherzer was outstanding last time out, limiting his old Nationals squad to 1 run in 5 innings and was awarded the win. The veteran ace has limited his opponent to 0 or 1 run in 3 of his last 4 outings. He has been sharp in all but 2 outings. His numbers aren't what many are accustomed to seeing, recording a 4.88 ERA and a 1.30 WHIP, accompanied by a 3-2 record in 27.2 innings. Scherzer is 9-5 with a 4.25 ERA in 125 career innings against the Guardians. New York is struggling to find a groove this season. They remain below .500 and only have 1 series victory a series all month. They have lost series to the Tigers, Rockies, and Reds this month and rebounded by collecting 2 wins in 3 home games against the Rays this week, scoring 16 runs in the series. Take the over 8 run. Milwaukee Brewers vs Tampa Bay Rays. The Brewers have yet to name a starter for this one as of Friday evening. They have a few key pitchers on the Illinois. It's either going to be a bullpen start or a mix of Eric Lauer or Colin Ray. Lauer conceded 2 runs in 5.1 innings against the Royals last week in a 9-6 win. The veteran has recorded a 4.54 ERA and a 1.44 WHIP in 39.2 innings pitched. Ray allowed 3 runs in 3.2 innings in his latest outing and has struggled, posting a 5.52 ERA and a 1.29 WHIP in 31 innings pitched on the year. The Brewers' bullpen has a 3.95 ERA on the season. Milwaukee issued a 3-game sweep of the Royals last weekend, followed by a series loss against a hot Cardinals squad. They had a 6-game slide late last month, but have recovered by going 6-4 in their last 10 games to remain atop the NL Central. The Brewers have lost 3 consecutive road series and are 1 game below .500 on the road. The Milwaukee Brewers are struggling on the road, where they have dropped 8 of their last 10 games. They are likely making this a bullpen game, which is not ideal against this potent Tampa Bay lineup. The Rays continue to shine, especially at the Trop, where they have only lost 1 series all season. They are by far the best home team in the big leagues, sporting a dominating 23 record. Furthermore, Rays starter Zach Eflin is having an outstanding season. The right-hander has allowed 3 or fewer runs in 5 of his 7 performances, and the Rays have earned the victory in all but 1 of his starts. The Rays' offense continues to pile on the runs, collecting at least 5 runs in 6 of their last 8 games. I like the run line, as 8 of the Brewers' last 9 defeats have been by 2 or more runs. The Rays will have Zach Eflin on the rubber. Eflin wasn't at his best in his previous start, conceding 4 runs on 7 hits, including 2 home runs in 6 innings against the Yankees, but it was enough to collect the win. The veteran has allowed 4 runs in back-to-back starts, but overall is enjoying a solid season, registering a 3.38 ERA and a 1.08 WHIP, accompanied by a 5-1 record in 40 innings pitched. Eflin stands at 2-2 with a mediocre 4.18 ERA in 5 career meetings against the Brewers. Tampa Bay is back home after posting a 3-4 record on a 7-game road trek. The Bats were productive in 2 wins in 4 meetings at Yankee Stadium. Next, they headed to Long Island, winning 2 of 3 against the Mets. They scored 17 runs in that series, but the bullpen stumbled. Our total pick is over. Los Angeles Dodgers vs St. Louis Cardinals. The Los Angeles Dodgers are back in a familiar place, atop the NL West Division standings. After a sluggish start, the Dodgers have found their stride and have won 8 of their last 10 games, heading into the series opener on Thursday night in St. Louis. The Dodgers have now won 6 straight series after taking 2 of 3 from the Twins to start the week. The Dodgers were greeted rudely in the series opener, dropping a 16-8 decision after allowing a whopping 7 home runs to the Cardinals. On Friday night, Mookie Betts homered and drove in 3 runs, while starter Tony Gonsolin allowed just 1 hit in 5 shutout innings in a 5-0 Dodgers win. At one time in the not-too-distant past, this would have been a pitching matchup featuring 2 of the major league's better strikeout pitchers. Now, however, both Syndergaard and McCullers have turned into more contact pitchers getting by on location and secondary pitches. McCullers is coming off his best performance of the season against Boston, but did so without striking out a batter through 6 innings. Syndergaard, meanwhile, has seen his strikeout percentage drop nearly in half since his glory days. With that in mind, in a game that will feature far more contact, I'm going to lean on the hotter hitting team, the Cardinals. In the last 10 games, the Cardinals are batting a robust .282 as a team. They have hit 23 home runs in that time and are averaging just under 7 runs per game. In that same span, despite also going 8-2, the Dodgers are hitting just .231 as a team. I expect a fairly high-scoring game in this one, and the Cardinals' offense, at the moment, is more equipped to win that type of game. Take the Cardinals with the money line. The St. Louis Cardinals have been playing dismal baseball for much of the first 2 months of the season, languishing in last place in the NL Central. A trip to Boston, however, may have turned things around as the Cards swept the Bo Sox while winning back-to-back games in their final at-bat. The Cardinals have now won 8 of their last 10 games as they welcome an equally hot Dodgers team to St. Louis this weekend. The Cardinals' offense kept on clicking on Thursday night in a 16-8 win over the Dodgers that included 7 home runs, the most by the team at home in 83 years. On Friday night, the Cardinals' offense was held in check, collecting just 2 hits and no runs in a 5-0 loss. Our total pick is over 9 runs. Seattle Mariners vs Atlanta Braves. The Seattle Mariners are currently on a 9-game road trip. After winning 2 of 3 games at the Detroit Tigers, the M's have lost 2 out of 3 at the Boston Red Sox. Seattle entered Friday's clash at Truist Park, hoping to snap a 2-game losing streak. I'm backing the Mariners to win this battle behind Logan Gilbert. Also, their bullpen has accounted for a solid 3.24 ERA and 3.02 FIP over the last 10 days and 25 innings of work. Atlanta is undoubtedly a better offensive team than Seattle. But the Braves are killing the lefties, 152 OPS plus, while posting a 103 OPS plus against the right-handed pitchers in 2023. Atlanta sports a 93 WRC plus versus the righties and a surreal 201 WRC plus against the lefties in May, whereas Seattle holds a 102 WRC plus against the right-handed pitchers and a 113 WRC plus versus the Southpaws this month. The Mariners have 5 righties in their bullpen at the moment, including Justin Topa, 1.06 ERA, 2.47 FIP, and closer Paul Sewald, 3.66 ERA, 2.84 FIP, 9 saves. Our team pick is Seattle Mariners. The Atlanta Braves wrapped up a 6-game road trip last Wednesday. After getting swept by the Toronto Blue Jays, 3-0, 5-2, and 6-5, the Braves have won 2 of 3 contests at the Texas Rangers. They've sandwiched a 7-4 loss with a 12-0 victory in the opener and a 6-5 win in the closing clash of a 3-game set at Globe Life Field in Arlington. While Atlanta should have a plethora of options in this one, it likely won't be one of their top starters, possibly allowing the Mariners to score just enough for the over to hit. Take the over. Minnesota Twins vs Los Angeles Angels. The Minnesota Twins lead the American League Central thanks to excellent performances on the mound. Minnesota is 3rd in team ERA at 3.41. The Twins are 2nd in WHIP at 1.16, in quality starts with 22, and in batting average allowed at .222. Pablo Lopez is the leader in strikeouts for Minnesota with 66, while Joe Ryan is the leader in victories with 6, and Sonny Gray leads in ERA for starters at 1.64. Louis Varland gets the nod on the mound Saturday for Minnesota. This season the right-hander is 1-0 with an ERA of 4.30 and 27 strikeouts. Minnesota has lost 22 of its last 30 games played on the road when facing a team that has a winning record, and the Twins have lost 14 of the last 19 played on the road when facing a left-handed starting pitcher. Minnesota's Louis Varland was hit hard last time out, allowing 4 hits and 3 runs in 6 innings, including giving up 2 home runs. Los Angeles starting pitcher Patrick Sandoval had a strong outing this past Sunday, allowing 5 hits and 2 earned runs in 17 innings, but did not take part in the decision against Cleveland. Los Angeles has 3 players that have already hit 10 home runs apiece, making it difficult for opposing teams to pitch around hitters. Los Angeles has won 12 of the last 16 played at home when facing a right-handed starting pitcher. The Angels have won 4 of the last 5 head-to-head against Minnesota. Our team pick is Los Angeles Angels money line. Los Angeles is remaining in the American League West race in 3rd place thanks to solid production at the plate. The Angels are 8th in team batting average at .261, 9th in on-base percentage at .329, and 10th in slugging percentage with .421. Los Angeles has scored the 6th most runs with 228. Mike Trout, Hunter Renfroe and Shohei Ohtani each have hit 10 home runs to lead Los Angeles. Trout and Ohtani each have 31 RBI to lead the team, and Renfroe is 3rd with 28. Los Angeles has hit 62 doubles, 4 triples and 59 home runs in 45 games. Our total pick is under 8.5 runs.